Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chris Massimo back again with some more Apex Legends gameplay. Hope you guys are doing well today, and as you can see for today, we are actually grinding out some more ranked. And I know that recently I've been telling you guys that I've been trying to go ahead and be on the grind when it comes to the ranked. And to be honest with you, I've been really giving it some thought, and I really don't know where we can get when it comes to the grind. Of course, I want to try and get there as fast and as soon as I possibly can before the season ends. And I just want to see exactly where that can take us. And eventually next season, I want to go ahead and just push nothing but ranked. But for the most part, I have to go ahead and be honest. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Reason for that being is just because I feel like the games actually last a lot longer. I feel like that the amount of competitiveness is actually all there too. I'm always facing people around my skill level, which is allowing me to actually get better as a gamer as a whole. So, I'm not gonna lie, it's been really cool. And I always mentioned it before too, where public matches, I just feel like everyone dies way too fast. And by the time that round one is closing, there's only about 5 squads left, and it just drags the gameplay on and on and on. And compared to ranked, obviously all you have to worry about is just the fact that, come final circle and there's still like 10 squads left, it just makes the action so much more and gives you that better rush and allows you to be better because you get to think on your feet. So that's just my whole synopsis or my whole summary of, how I feel about ranked mode. So for today's gameplay, we actually have two. We have our first one, which is going to be our ranked match, as you can see right over here. And then, of course, we do have another one that was actually a pretty decent win, I might say so myself. In this first gameplay, I am playing with my brother Isaiah Knight and, of course, my other buddy King. Of course, they have been one of the many partners that I've been able to go ahead and fortunately be on the grind with. I'm glad to actually have the great teammates that I have, obviously with a proper communication and people that can really hold their own when it comes to playing Apex Legends. So over here, I'm not going to lie, it was actually pretty fun, but a little scary just because at this moment, we were trying to be a little aggressive, but of course, still just try and push ring. And from what I've noticed, especially in ranked mode, is that ring control is everything. And from my experience in playing it so far this season, I've learned so much. A lot of great tips, a lot of great strategies to go ahead and run, but for the most part, I know that my main legend is going to be Bloodhound, and I feel like I'm kind of split now. I feel like it's easier for me to be Bloodhound because I like to know where everyone is at. I just like having that knowledge, and of course his ultimate is just so beast. I know that there's a lot of people out there that say Bloodhounds are, just not even that crazy and it's not that good of a legend, but I swear to you, everyone is just sleeping on it. But for my second legend, if you guys haven't guessed, I do play Caustic. And the crazy thing is that I have like double the amount of kills with Bloodhound than I do with Caustic, but I have more wins with Caustic than I do with Bloodhound. And I know what everyone thinks, Caustic's always super annoying, and obviously the gas, and I hate to be that guy, but I mean, Caustic's just my guy. I mean, you can play defensive, you can play aggressive, and he just really helps out the team a lot. And he is such a great team player in my personal opinion. So don't go at me if I say that and you're just like just don't agree and you just hate Caustics in general. But you got to admit that he's a really fun legend to play with. So, and I know that there are some combinations you can run, where Caustic, he can be part of the meta with like Revenant, Wraith, and a Caustic, or a Crypto push, depending on, your play styles. But I do want to go ahead and bring up this gameplay over here. So as you can see right now, there's only 2 squads left, and it was just so nuts because I was actually super stoked. I was like, all right, I can go ahead and clutch this dub, but I got stuck in that crate, and this freaking man with the Devo literally just melted me. I played it back earlier, and I know that I hit him for like 160 or something like that, and I was literally so mad because that guy was probably one shot from my brother weaking him. So obviously we didn't get the dub there, and it was very unfortunate, but I mean, you can't win them all. I can't tell you how many times I placed second, more than, obviously first plays. And sometimes, it just irks me a lot, but at the end of the day, you just got to learn from it. You got to go ahead and just clutch up the win, and next thing you know it, just play a lot better. So it is what it is. We just move on and move forward. So In this particular gameplay, this is the second video, so as you can see, I am using the R301, and I did mention in my previous video that the R301 with a bruiser or a 3x Ranger put on single fire with like a deadly trigger finger, absolutely just gonna melt everyone. This thing will immediately just beam people like a laser. And of course the R301, it already has little to no recoil already, but the fact that it's single fire, and if you can control the recoil on it, like I said, there's literally nothing, you're just gonna start destroying people because this thing is just awesome. And I'm always conflicted whether or not I want to go ahead and run like an R301 or R99. I never want to run both because I just don't want to have to go through both sides of ammo, but it's just such a hard decision every now and then. So I know they had mentioned that Bloodhound is my favorite legend, and of course, as you can see, this is probably why. It's just the fact that he brings so much value to the team, and I know that I've played with other Bloodhound mains, and just like solo queuing during the game, and they annoy me. And I'm not saying that my perfect playstyle with Bloodhound is the perfect way to go ahead and go about it. I just like to make sure that I'm that type of support player. I'll play aggressive when I absolutely have to, and then of course I'll make sure that I play defensively, and of course be that support character where I'm going to go ahead and just ping or scan as frequent as I possibly can. And I'm not here to go ahead and bash other people's playstyles, so I'm not really going to get too in depth about it. But as you can see right now, this probably isn't going to be one of my most entertaining gameplays, I would say, on my part. I'm just going to spoil it already that yes, we do get the dub, and I did only get one kill, but I swear to you, I knew for a fact I was dealing so much damage. For some reason, I just couldn't get any kills whatsoever. So, and I even said it during the game too. I was like, guys, there's just no way. I know for a fact I hit like a crazy amount of damage just to only have one kill. And to be honest with you, it is just because, of my weapon loadout. Of course, I'm very comfortable with the R301, but when it came to the Havoc, I am just not a fan. And even when it came to like the Havoc before it ended up getting that nerf, I just could never do it. I don't like the charge on it, I don't like the recoil, and I just don't like the gun in general. And I know that I posted videos in the past where I know that it's a great gun and it melts people. Don't get me wrong, in the good hands of people that know how to use it, it is amazing. But in my hands, it is trash. There's just no way. I will consistently just stick with my R301, my SMGs, and Wingman, every other gun that I feel like I'm actually decent with. So as long as I'm not touching a sniper or a shotgun, I feel like I do a pretty decent job. But I do have to mention that when it comes to shotguns, I have been sleeping, especially on the EVA 8. And I know that, I'm not really too good with the Mastiff, Peacekeeper, or any, like the Mozambique. I feel like nobody's good with the Mozambique, but the EVA 8, for instance, that thing with a double tap and a purple shotgun bolt is just almost unstoppable when it comes to close range. And I just feel like it's just such an amazing gun. So this is one of the big mistakes that I made in this part of the gameplay, as you can see. Reason for that being is because I got way too aggressive just because I thought that I can go ahead and use my Bloodhound ultimate, and next thing you know, I just got melted. So I was like, nope, I want no part of that situation. So basically what happened here is that there's only 2 squads, and we felt no need to get overzealous and just go ahead and rush this team because we wanted to go ahead and get the dub and try and win. And this is just what I mentioned earlier in this video. It's just ring control. It's super important because what you have to realize is the fact that, a lot of people probably already know this already, but I'm just saying this for the people that don't play Apex or probably new at the game. But when you have ring control, the other team has to go ahead and push. They have no other choice to go ahead and do so because obviously they have to get to the middle of the ring. And because of that, you can actually go ahead and gatekeep them, keeping them at a distance, just keep firing on them and allowing them to waste their heals. As you can see over here, this team was actually doing a really good job at making me waste my heals, and I actually ended up losing them at one point. So, but my goal here was obviously not to try and get any kills or knocks. My goal here was to make them, very weak and make them known that, hey, we can make sure that we can hold our own. So Obviously, in Apex Legends, the first person that is the aggressor or the first person that tries to rush usually is typically the winner, unless you're just really bad at it. But over here, we were super fortunate to get ring again, so we were like, all right, cool. This team has to figure out something, and I know that they were panicking at one point, so that's why you see all the smoke over there. But the moment that they started rotating, I was like, all right, we can hopefully land a few shots and then hopefully just make them weak. But I saw that my team was actually already rushing them, so I was like, all right, let me go ahead and pop my ultimate. And you're gonna see that I was still super unfortunate that I still could not get another kill, but I helped out though. I feel like personally I get the A for effort because I was able to go ahead and get that knock and just weaken all of them up, make them freak out, so that my team can clutch up the win right here. So for the most part, guys, this video is coming to an end, and if you have made it this far, I do want to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for doing so. If you guys have enjoyed the content today, I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and consider liking and, of course, subscribing as well. Liking just helps me get more notice when it comes to YouTube. Same thing has been happening on TikTok because TikTok has been blowing up, and I'm super excited about it. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.